Welcome to this webinar. My name is Rohan Bhatkar. In today's webinar, I will be covering foreign reporting form, which is US FBAR and Form 8938. So in today's webinar, I will be covering what is Form 8938 is used for, which is also called as FATCA. What is foreign bank account reporting, which is also called as foreign Form Fencing 114. Difference between FBAR and Form 8938. Reportable assets, examples, and also takeaway information. So let's get started. What is Form 8938 FATCA? FATCA, also called as Form 8938, is a tax law that compels US citizens at home and abroad to file an annual report on any foreign account holding. The purpose of FATCA is to prevent US persons from using banks and other financial institutions outside and park their wealth outside their country to avoid US taxation on income generated from such wealth. Also, it does not matter if you physically reside overseas or in US. If you hold financial assets which meet certain thresholds with an institution outside of the United States, you must disclose your assets to IRS. What is FBAR Form 114? The report of foreign bank and financial accounts 114 must be filed by any United States person who has a financial interest or a signatory authority or other authority over any financial account in foreign country if the aggregate value of this account exceeds $10,000 at any time during the calendar year. The FBAR considered by IRS as a tool to help US government to identify or trace funds used for unreported income maintained or generated abroad. Really important to note that Form 8938 should not get confused with FBAR, which must be electronically filed, and it's an entirely separate matter from Form 8938. So comparison of Form 8938 and FBAR requirements. Very first and important point is who must file. Now, coming back to foreign bank account reporting, FBAR, any US citizen, resident alien, domestic entities must report their foreign financial account that meets the reporting threshold. When is it due and where it is filed? It must be filed on the same date as your annual income tax, which is filed by April 15th of every year, and you'll get an extension till October 15th. Whenever you will be filing Form 1040, you will be attaching Form 8938 with that. Now coming back to FBAR, it must be filed by April 15th of every year, same like FATCA, and extension you will get by October 15th. You can file it through BAC e-file system. It's authorized website. Next is dual resident taxpayer. Dual resident taxpayer Form 8938 is not required for the first year. Now coming back to FBAR, it is required from your first year. The next part is what is the reporting threshold. So for 8938, the reporting threshold varies from $50,000 to $600,000 depending upon the factors such as married, unmarried, joint account or single account. So you can check a threshold on the IRS website, or you can visit 8938 instruction for more details. Now coming back to FBAR, if the total of foreign account held exceeds $10,000 at any time during the calendar year, even if it's only by $1. Next is how are accounts and assets value determined. So in both cases, in Form 8938 and also in FBAR, is converted by using year-end FX value. You can visit IRS website for the exchange rate, or you can use any currency exchange. Most important part of Form 8938 is the penalty for non-disclosure for 8938. The penalty for non-disclosure is $10,000 with an additional $10,000 for every 30-day cycle of non-filing post receiving a notice from the IRS. A criminal prosecution is also a possibility. Coming back to FBAR, in non-willful cases, the fine can be up to $10,000, and if found that non-disclosure was intentional, then penalties are up to $100,000 or 50% of the account balances, whichever is greater. What foreign assets are reportable? Let's go quickly few of them. So such as mutual funds from foreign countries are reported in both 1038 as well as in FBAR. So all my Canadian listeners, so if you are holding any CFSA, yes, it is reportable. such as domestic mutual funds, securities. It is not reportable in both. Foreign life insurance or annuity contracts containing cash values, it is reportable. Coming back to US bank accounts held in branch in foreign country, this is very common. So it is not reportable in both. Foreign account with signatory authority, it is not reportable under 8938, but it does reportable under FBAR. Very common foreign stock and securities from foreign country is foreign financial institution. Yes, it does reportable under 8938 and FBAR. Right now, we will be covering a few of the exempt accounts for FATCA. The reason I have provided this exempt account is only for Canadian listener. Certain types of accounts which are not reportable under FATCA law is registered retirement saving plan, if you have any RRSPs, registered retirement income funds, RRIFs, registered education saving plans, RESPs, registered pension plans, RPP, pool registered pension plans, PRPPs, and tax-free saving accounts. But to make a note, it is not reportable under FATCA, but it does reportable under FBAR. So here I'm covering one example. Bob is a US citizen living in US and filing status as a single. Bob is holding foreign saving account worth $20,000 and foreign brokerage account worth $31,000. So in this case, does Bob will file FBAR? Answer is yes, as he's meeting $10,000 threshold at very first of his account, that is 20,000. So now coming back to FATCA 8938, does Bob will file form 8938? Answer is yes, as he's meeting $15,000 threshold. In next, we have another example for US person living in outside of the US. Rick is US citizen living in Canada and filing status as a single. Rick is holding foreign saving accounts worth $20,000 and foreign brokerage account worth $31,000. So in this case, does Rick will file FBAR? So the answer is yes, as he's meeting $10,000 threshold. Does Rick will file form 8938? The answer is no, as he's not meeting $200,000 limit. I'll be suggesting all my listeners to get in touch with Madan Chartered Accountant, a professional tax accountant, to file all your 8938 and FBAR, as this is very complex form. Thank you so much all of you for attending this webinar.